So this exercise is a calf raise. The exercise is to strengthen the muscles in the lower part of the leg, and we'll be lifting the heels up off the floor and lowering them back down. What we want to do to strengthen these muscles is to do a maximum of maybe 10 to 12 repetitions, and we'll do that 1 to 3 sets. So the way I suggest that we would work that at home is maybe doing 1 set of every exercise and then going back and repeating a set of each exercise, up to 3 sets. And the guidelines are that we would be doing these exercises maybe 1 to 3 times a week. So if, for example, you're doing your home-based exercise program on the Monday, you would do another session maybe on the Wednesday and then on the Friday. If you're already a part of an exercise program, you might want to work in your home-based program around that program so that we are not doing too many consecutive days of strength training. A little bit different to walking. We walk every day. Strength training, we really want to have a little bit of a rest. So with that in mind, let's start with our calf raise. We've got our feet parallel. The option is to have your hand on the back of a chair, and then I'll turn and show you the same exercise from side on. What's really important is that we keep the shoulders over the hips, over the feet. So as you're lifting your heels up off the ground, you want to make sure that you're lifting towards the ceiling rather than moving forward or moving back, and that we're not moving from the hips, so just from the ankles. All right, so let's pop a hand on the back of a chair. You can also place your hand on a counter if you've got something close by. Feet are parallel, and when we rise up onto the ball of the foot, see if you can keep the base of the big toe pressed into the ground, and then just softly bring the heels back down. So that's 1. We're going to count up to about 10, 12 times. That same movement, lifting through the top of the head. Good, so you can see that posture is really important here. We want to be able to stand tall when we're doing all of these exercises. So I'll do 1 more. We've done about 6, and I'll show you the same thing from side on. So we've got our fingers lightly on the back of the chair. We take a breath in and we breathe out as we lift up, and breathe in as we lower. Breathe out on the lift, in on the lower. And when we're breathing out, that's where the main effort is. The effort is to lift the heels up off the ground and then gently lower them back down. So over time, we're up around that 10 to 12 repetitions. You should start to feel your calf muscles getting a little bit tired. Let's do 1 more like that. Bring the heels down, and a really lovely stretch to do after that is bringing 1 foot back, keeping both feet parallel, and pressing the back heel down, lifting the toes a bit in that back shoe. You might want to hold the stretch for about 10 seconds, 10 to 20 seconds, and then we'll repeat that stretch on the other leg. So pressing the heel down, curling the toes up a bit in that back shoe, looking straight ahead, and just be careful not to lean forward from the hips. We want to stay nice and tall. And then bringing the foot in, walking back, and that's the calf raise. So remember, we're going to do 1 to 3 sets of this exercise, 10 to 12 repetitions, no more than that, even if you feel like you can do that. Strength training is all about less repetitions and more resistance. The other option we've got, if you want to progress what you're doing, is a single leg calf raise. So imagine we're lifting the weight of our body. It's going to be a lot harder. You'll keep your hand on the chair. 1 foot, you'll just wrap it around behind the ankle, and then you raise up and down. So if you find that, oops, my balance is not that great when I do that, turn around, face the chair, wrap the foot around, lift and lower. But you'll only progress to this exercise when you start to feel that the other exercise where we're using both feet is something that you could keep doing many repetitions of. This is a way that we can always challenge our strength over time. So there's your calf raise. Well done.